While you're rocking with us at Toxic Radio, don't forget to check us out on social media.
I want details, and I want them right now.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Now you're talking, brother.
Chat with us, keep up on news. Just don't make it weird. Don't be a stalker. Don't be that guy.
You just want to suck the joy out of everything.
Toxic Radio. Get infected.
Master, dinner is served. Igor, it's not that I don't appreciate the effort, but you know I prefer my meals uncooked. And how many times have I told you about using garlic? Yes, Master. Forgive me, Master. Please. Bite into Paradelphia. Thursday nights at 8, only on Toxic Radio. Paradelphia, because what if it's all true?
In the beginning, there was radio.
The radio is one of the outstanding developments of the 20th century.
A radio transmitter was used for large-scale public entertainment.
Then came computers.
You got to keep up with the times, you know.
Imprints of man's never-ending path of progress.
Back in my day, we didn't have no fancy computer boxes to use.
Shall we play a game?
The internet tied it all together.
The internet gave us a whole world of exciting new possibilities.
A bright new era dawning. A new dimension in communications.
It is possible to establish communication instantaneously from any place at any time.
And now it's the 21st century, and we've made it all toxic.
Hold on to your hats.
Okay, we're ready to roll.
This is Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe. Play it toxic.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, everyone? You're back. And like I said on the description, you're not having a fever dream. It's time to take it deep. Mike's having a fever dream, though, as usual. Is my mic not on? Hello? Testes, 1, 2, 3. All right, I look okay. I'm always battling with this mic. It's always trying to put its head on my lips, so to speak. And, yeah. So, fun. It is hot. It is soup to nuts out there, and it is humid. So I hope you're staying cool, staying safe, and I hope your mom is suntanning in the backyard so people could peek over the fence. Just joking. Remember that used to happen? Did that still happen? I remember that's like an 80s and 90s thing. You're like, yo, Billy's mom is she's sunbathing again without her bathing suit on her top. Like, is that a thing?
Not in my neighborhood.
Let's go. The show on the road. Pats start at 7:30. Well, don't you worry, because the Eagles and the Steelers will be starting at 7:30. I don't know why you want to watch the sad factor of preseason football, but I will be watching. But I feel you, Brad. I feel you. All right. So Jamie's got me feeling like I'm about to go to a Sturgis rally, a Macho Man convention, or I'm going to be going to a powerlifting competition with his headwear today. Mike, can you get a back shot of his head from your camera angle? Is that possible? I think you can. Yep. Oh, yeah, brother. Snap it to a Slim Jim.
Just didn't feel like wearing a hat
rest
today.
in peace, Macho Man. That was from Macho Man.
Yes.
So when I got to know the story behind this hat purchase. How long have you had this hat?
You want to call it a hat?
Is it a hat? What will we call it?
It's not a hat.
What would we call this?
I don't know. What do you want to call it?
I know it's not a wave cap. So.
I just call it headgear.
Headgear.
Yes.
You know, there's braces have been called headgear too.
So?
Okay.
What's your point?
I don't know.
I've had this one for a number of years.
Mike's making me nervous over there. He looks like he wants to rebuild the whole station.
Apparently there's something going on that he's not happy with.
Okay, as long as it wasn't my fault. So, Well, Mike is doing that. We got a lot of burning questions to answer today. One of them would be, is 9.5% too much in your beer? Question answered. It's no. You never had this one before? Golden Monkey? 9.5%?
No.
Pretty good. You don't know about the Golden Monkey. It's all right. Is it okay to dance with your nanny? Should your wife be upset, or should she just chill and go with it? I don't know. Another burning question. Jamie, I know what Jamie's answer is on that. It's a yes. You should be able to dance with your nanny.
Depends on how she looks, how old she is, I guess. I don't know.
Wow. Very well. So,
it's definitely a personal preference kind of thing.
I love when Mike adjusts my shaft for me. With no hands, too. It's magical. Very magical. So, yeah, so Jamie has me feel like I'm going to a Sturgis rally. But you're talking about kids. Do they have their own language, or am I just an old man now yelling at the clouds? We have a mush of the week. We have some new Jeopardy hosts. Do you watch Jeopardy? Do you care who the host is?
Don't watch it. Don't care.
Yeah. But today, just wanted to share this newspaper with you guys. Pretend like it's 1999. That's right. Now, today, I did feel like it was 1999. Has anybody ever gone with their... Think about it. How long have you ever gone without your cell phone? Like, what's the time period? Like, I'm meaning, like, when I say that, you didn't have access to it. Not that you didn't look at it or listen to it or it was on vibrate. Meaning, like, it wasn't within hand's reach. What's the most recently that you've gone without that?
About a week.
Were you on a camping trip?
No, just if you like carrying it, let's left it at home. We'll go back and forth to work.
So you go to work without your cell phone?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a true savage. How do you send poop pics?
I don't.
Yeah. After
I'm
the
not
conversation.
Mike.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, Mike does send those things. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, with that being said, yeah, so today I did feel like it was 1999. Personal story here. Was taking my rental car back, and I forgot my fucking phone. The thing that sucks about that is my plan to get back was take an Uber. However, you can't call an Uber when you don't have a phone.
No.
Now you can use someone else's phone, I guess. So I had to go back even farther in the Wayback Machine and take a fucking taxi cab today. And it reminded me, and I think it's pertinent per our topic last week of why Uber is wrong, and I still stay this way after this opinion, make you laugh, is that I took a taxi cab and they reminded me why taxi cabs are all things that suck. You know, I mean, I felt like it was 99. I took a cab, didn't have a cell phone, read a newspaper while I waited. You know, I mean, that's totally 99. And the only thing I was missing was my goddamn pager. And when I got there, he made me feel like it was the mid-90s because he was like, yeah, I only take cash. I'm like, really? You only take cash in 2021? You shiesty motherfucker. So he takes, and then he's like, you know, if you want to add a tip, that's fine. It's talking about a tip before we even left. I was like, you know, so this guy, I have to expense this cab ride because I want to be refunded from my job. Okay. For the expense because I was taking a car back that I was using, going to be covered. So this guy wants me to cash. I'm like, can you offer me a receipt? And then magically, like it's 2020 fucking one, he pulls out a Square app and he takes my credit card. I'm like, oh, you could have took a credit card instead of trying to make me pay the $3 VIG at the fucking ATM at the Lukoil. You jip bag. So, you know, taxi cab drivers just reminding you why. Oh, and by the way, it had no fucking air conditioning. Zero. He was telling me that, you know, his night car has air conditioning. Pulls up in the Saturn. You know, this guy could have, I don't know, been some kind of serial killer. I don't know. Maybe he's going to try to chloroform me. Wouldn't happen. I'm too quick. And there's no, like, cab marker on it, city taxi, whatever. And it looks like shit. The guy smells like shit. Well, he didn't really smell like shit, but I wasn't smelling him. But if I did, I'd imagine it'd be shit. And takes me home. Cab ride was cool. Then he wanted me to give him opinions on, do I think Bitcoin's good or not? Like, I'm going to give him investment opinions. Like, I'm going to, you know, a financial advisor. No. And I'm just like, this guy's pretty chatty after trying to make me fucking take an ATM and pay extra. You know, and if he was smart, why would I give you a tip if I had to do that? And I did give him a tip. If I got to pay $3 to get cash out when you could have took a card. Like, I mean, that's so 1995. Remember, that was half the problem with taxis is the city said you had to take card, and then they're like, yeah, it's broken. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for a taxi company to, like, do an app and be really good. The problem with taxi companies, though, is unlike Uber, they have to pay for their cars. The drivers either have to pay for their cars, they invest it. It's a little bit different of a model, so that's why Uber can just do it so easily. But, I mean, that sounds like it was the 90s, right? No cell phone, a paper, a shitty cab driver that only takes cash. What am I missing here? A VCR? You know, I mean...
Betamax.
A Betamax.
Let's go even further back.
Betamax, Jesus. Whoops. What was that? Yeah, Betamax. So whatever. Oh, man, Matt from Spain. We got Spain up in the house. At least some people do tip. That is correct, Brad. Mike still doesn't tip. But that's okay. We'll forgive him. One day he'll learn. So, other than that, that was my 90s Wayback Machine. So the taxi cabs reminding us why they suck. You know what I mean? Big time. So we have some interesting stuff this week. One thing that I thought was interesting is, you know, remember, this isn't really, well, maybe it is political, not really political. So there was a guy who spent $30 million building Trump's wall, and he's looking for buyers. That's correct. He wants to sell you a border wall. Now, how does that border wall get revenue? I don't know. Maybe the government pays for it, or someone buys it from them. You know, and it ran into all these things. So, you know, made me think about gaslighting again. And this guy was definitely gaslit. There's a lot to this story. I'm not going to read it front to back for you because the Godfrey Fear Show Prep. It's going to be my new T-shirt. Thank you, Brad. And, yeah, so this guy built a wall, used his own money, and he said he could build a wall more efficiently and cheaper. So he got some people to raise money, $6.9 million, and you know the stuff that went on here is just kind of crazy. So Fisher said an initial payment of $1.5 billion for what he says ended up being a $30 million job. This is the guy who wants to sell the border wall. So you're stuck with a worthless wall that may or may not work. His name is Tommy Fisher. No, and he didn't play pinball. Was that guy's name? Or was it just Tommy? You know, the pinball shit.
I think it was just Tommy.
Was it Tommy?
Yeah.
It feels like. Oh, I'm getting confused with Bobby Fischer, the chess guy.
Oh yeah, Bobby and Tommy, two different guys.
You know, this guy got gaslit and then got conned by Steve Bannon. You know that he was going to get brought up on charges. Trump pardoned him, and this is a wall that now isn't really relevant anymore because it's not politically expedient. Now, do we need a better wall? I don't know. Am I against it? I'm really in the middle. Amy Fisher, yes, and her and Joey Buttafuoco. Ooh, yeah. But I wonder if he would rethink that affair, huh? So, didn't she make a porn? I think Amy Fisher did porn.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. We'll check your collection. Let us know.
You hear that, Mike?
Mike, are you okay?
I'm I'm dealing with a few things. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay. You're very verklempt. So, yeah, but
Can you even spell that?
Yeah. Let me Google it real quick. So,
without googling it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of spelling, though, like, am I the only one right now? All right. So I'm 40. You want to call me old? Fuck you. Go ahead. I don't care.
Old.
Cool. You're older than me, you dirty piece of shit.
Prove it.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Liar.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. People tell me I don't look 40 all the time.
Yeah, you look about 45, 50.
Yeah. You look about 42, 43.
How do you get that specific?
If people think I look 50 and I look this good at 50, I'll be real happy.
I mean, you've seen individuals like Cher, Madonna, Angelina Jolie. I mean,
yeah, none of them had any plastic surgery at all.
You know,
no plump lips. Yeah,
Sylvester Stallone.
Cher is 51% of Cher is owned by Mattel.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, these are people in their
the
prime.
Former porn star.
People in their prime.
Did you know he just came out with a new porn called Last Action Hero?
Do you know how old John Cena is?
I'm going to guess. Hold on. Let me guess. I'm going to guess 38-42.
38-42.
You want me to pick a number? I'm going to go 39 as my final answer.
39. John Cena is 44 years old.
Wow. Good for him.
All right.
That's a healthy 44.
So he
ain't digging ditches.
You know what I mean? Come on.
Okay. Okay. So here's the thing.
So I kind of look like John Cena.
Yeah. Okay.
How old is The Rock?
The Rock is definitely older than John Cena. I'm going to go 48-50. Probably.
He is 49 years old.
49.
Yeah.
49. Come on.
Okay.
50 is the new 30.
They have time to work out all the time.
Do they have time to work out all the time?
Yes. It's part of their business.
Well, I mean, it's part of their business.
If
but
John
they're
Cena
working
weighed
their ass off.
315 and he was a fat slob like he owned Globo Gym, the Ben Stiller version, would the people be interested in him? No.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
Fish
says he's 53 and beautiful.
Stone Cold.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Steve Austin.
How old is he? I'm going to guess 61.
Wow. I got to get Stone Cold on the line. We got to talk to him real fast.
How old is he?
But he needs a kind of
mid-50s, I think.
Set you straight. 56.
Oh, I'm really that far off. He's been around a while. I mean, he wrestled when the long hair was cool. Remember that?
Is long hair no longer cool?
I don't know, but he shaved his head. Seems like he had a change of heart.
I mean, I believe he was going bald. You can't blame the guy for, tapping out to the fight against hair.
I guess the comb over just wasn't, cool.
Yeah.
What can I say?
I mean, look at Fish. 53, and he's freaking beautiful.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was doing a comb over. I'm like, that ain't right, because I don't think he is.
What the hell? Why would that go that way? Why?
We were just talking about a comb over. I thought you were going to say, look at Fish. He rocks a comb over. I'm like, I don't think he does.
Oh, you're talking about the hairpiece he wears.
He wears a hair? No, he doesn't. If he does wear a hairpiece, that's a hell of a hairpiece. That's all I got to say. Fooled the shit out of me.
He does the Ron Popeil spray the hair on.
No, man. Well, I wonder if anybody does that for pubes. Like they feel like they need a little bit more roughage down there, and they spray the Ron Popeil, shit on there. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to run to the bathroom and wash my balls off. Shh. I heard you like Velcro. So. It doesn't matter about your genes. It matters what's in your genes. Okay, cool. Nice.
You mean those old man balls?
That's fucked up. So.
What?
That you said Fish wears a hairpiece. That's fucked up. You should talk to him about that.
All I can think about is the scene in Goonies when the one guy from one of the Fratellis yells, "I don't wear a hairpiece."
How about the scene in Tommy Boy when the wind blows his hairpiece off and he's like, "Oh, don't say anything."
You do have an amazing hairline in your pubes.
Oh, our audience just died. So
we just lost them all.
Yep. We lost them all.
I mean,
Mike just became mush of the week.
When you're a rock star, you got to have a hairline everywhere.
Nice. Yeah, so this Trump border wall had all kinds of problems. The hairline for the border wall was a problem, so to speak. And what I mean by that is, there is the problem with this border wall from the beginning was the actual land that it would have to go through, right? Everybody imagines that there's just a border that's magically there that doesn't have anybody's land involved. No one owns any property on the border. It just sits there magically like a force field in outer space. That's what they think. People think that. I think people really fucking think that. Like, it's just designated, like this area. When people do actually own land that are on it. I don't know about you, but I'm not into the government taking people's land and repurposing it for whatever they want to. So, that's just me. I don't
Damn Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. So, and he did do that. He killed people, stole their gold, all that kind of shit. So, this was supposed to be the Lamborghini of walls, he said. Jared Kushner had begun urging the Army Corps of Engineers and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security to give wall contracts to the guy they recognized from Fox News. Interesting. More gaslighting. So, at the end of it, this guy has a border wall that he's trying to sell for $30 million, I guess, to recoup money. And guess what? Didn't work because now they don't need you anymore. It's not a real cause. And this is an exact example of someone being gaslighted for someone else's purposes. So there was a wildlife person or a wildlife refuge, and this guy, and this is what took the cake for me. This guy was told that it was a near-life wildlife preserve whose executive director, Marina Trevino Wright, vocally opposed border wall construction. You know, this gentleman named Koffedge called the center a big business that openly supports illegal immigration and sex trafficking on women and children because she didn't want to have a wall there because of the wildlife refuge. So, again, if you got $30 million and you know someone that wants to make an investment, contact this man. You too can have a piece of Americana and can have a wall that someone can walk around. So, I mean, how stupid are people? Is that stupid? I think he's a fucking mush. I mean, no, you know, he's a cuck. He's a cuck. Because a cuck sitting there like, oh, I'm going to build this wall and I'm going to show the world that we can build a Lamborghini of walls. Oh, brother. Oh. That's what I was. Yep. That's not my O face, by the way. Don't be scared. So, yeah, cuck of the week. That's for sure. But anyway, am I old? I was just asking, do kids feel like they have their own language? When you hear kids talk now, do we feel like they have their own, like it's almost like speaking Klingon, but worse?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it was what? I feel like I just started learning about phrases like on fleek and all that kind of stuff, and that's already like 10 years old.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't even know even 1 ounce of what they're saying now.
Every generation ends up having their own language.
Yeah, but were we like that when we were kids? Like, was it like, I feel like now it's like half words. Like, you know, or text, speak, so to speak. Or there's probably a phrase for this. Help me out here. But, you know, where we're going just the first letter of each word, and then you're supposed to know what that means, you know, kind of a LOL, but a little bit different, you know.
Yeah.
LOL is not really a word. All
right, so I just looked this up. It's on parentology.com.
Wow, that sounds...
New teen slang.
Do you have to put in your AARP card number to get into that website?
Acronyms for 2021. So if you type in SK in a text message, often in all caps, is a way of expressing excitement about something. Skeet, 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 skeet is kind of what it sounds like.
Well, I knew what that was about because of Team Skeet, the porn site.
Big yikes, another phrase, another way of voicing your disapproval.
Big yikes. That sounds like 1980.
We move. What we do when faced with setbacks in life. We move on.
You move, we move. We move, you dip, I dip, we dip.
Another one that I've just started learning about is simp. More than just a simple person, the modern usage of simp specifically refers to someone who is willing to do anything to please. The term is often directed at men who fawn over women obsessively, although their chances with those women would appear to be very low. So you're simping.
I kind of like that phrase. I'm going to tell you why I like that. It's simplifying the phrase, you're in the friend zone.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to give the new generation a win for that. I approve. Simp. I like it. Because, you know, he's like, oh my God. She just wants to be my best friend. She loves me. Wait, I know she's blowing a guy in another room right now, but oh, man, she really loves me. Do you need a napkin for your chin? Okay. So.
Snatched. Here's another slang term with multiple meanings. Snatched can be used as a way of pointing out when someone is being scathingly insulted, similar to burnt or roasted. You're being snatched.
You're being snatched. Okay.
Yeah.
You're out.
Okay. I don't like that one because snatch is snatch, and it's never going to be anything but snatch. But if you're going to be snatched, I mean, I don't know. Kind of confusing.
Yeah. And another one that I see, Luke. Lewk. If someone's fit,
the guy from the Bible,
happens to be particularly stunning or outrageous, it might qualify as Luke.
If he happens to be like fit,
yeah,
that's got to be like an English word.
An exaggerated form of the term look for a stylish ensemble.
So hold on, I need to call a timeout right here.
Right,
we need to call a timeout because this is the kind of shit that drives me crazy. So instead of saying look, we're saying Luke.
Uh-huh.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of looked.
Yep.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Total sense.
A few more. Finsta. Like Finsta, baby.
That sounds like Shasta. That sounds like a soda, like that you buy from the dollar store.
A second, possibly secret Instagram account.
Oh, you got a Finsta.
A Finsta.
A Finsta.
Yeah. Cuffed. When your child or teen is romantically tied down in a relationship, he's cuffed.
It has to be a child or a teen. Why? Is it age specific? I've heard cuff is.
So that's just a few of them.
Yeah, what about like the words where they cut off the few last syllables? Yeah. How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Right? By the way, she's got a OnlyFans page. It probably is making millions off of it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I know I've seen girls that are posting up, they're making like $4,000, $130,000 off a tit pic.
Oh, for just a titty pic?
A titty pic. One titty pic made a girl $140,000 or $30,000.
How thirsty are dudes right now?
So fucking thirsty.
I mean,
we're just.
You could go to Pornhub and just watch dove fucking all night.
We're just getting out of a pandemic. We might be going back in. They're panicking.
Titties can rain on you right now. You don't need to join an OnlyFans, but maybe it's a special titty. Like you want to see. I remember when I was excited when Halle Berry had her first topless scene in Swordfish.
I mean,
I don't even remember or Monsters Ball. I don't even remember most of those movies. I just remember Halle Berry topless.
I mean, you want to go down the road of like the best topless scenes in my recent memory. I mean, American Pie. I think when her name in the movie was Natasha or something. When you saw her topless, holy crap!
Yeah.
When I was
went Pee Wee Herman at the cinema.
No, the time that I went Pee Wee Herman was there was an episode.
There should not be a time.
There was an episode. There was an episode of Who's the Boss. There was an episode of Who's the Boss.
You're rubbing it out to Who's the Boss?
Did I ever tell you how into Alyssa Milano I was?
So you had a VHS of Poison Ivy, didn't you?
Did I ever tell you how into her I was on this show?
No, but you probably have people. You know what Poison Ivy is, don't you?
Alyssa Milano.
You jerked off the Poison Ivy.
Alyssa Milano. I was so into her that I went and got a copy of like Tiger Beat at the corner store up the street.
Tiger Beat?
Tiger Beat, which was the teen magazine back when I was younger.
So they had a teen magazine
right.
with the word beat in it.
Yes.
I mean, straight to the point. Why not?
So I went and got a copy of Tiger Beat. Because in the back of Tiger Beat, and I'm going to bring up a picture of it right now. Open new. There we go. In the back of Tiger Beat, they would have the email addresses where you can email these stars. So I went ahead and got a copy because it had the email to contact Alyssa Milano. Milano.
How dare you? Did you watch Charmed?
And I wrote her an actual letter.
I did.
I wrote her a letter explaining how awesome she was, how much I loved her, and how I thought her brother in the show was way worse than she was.
Did she respond?
She never did respond. I was very heartbroken over this.
And this is why Mike is the way he's now.
But all...
That explains a lot.
Alyssa, you can cure this man. Call immediately to 856-485-9565. But you got to give us 5 minutes. Jamie?
Jamie, get on it.
Fire up the phones.
But so there was one time where I was watching Who's the Boss, and there was a scene where I could have sworn it was Alyssa Milano topless at a beach, and she gets up and covers herself with the towel, and I could have sworn I caught a nipple, and I filmed it with the VHS tape in the VCR, and I sat there when my parents were at home and continuously rewound it and tried to pause it right at the moment where I could see a nipple. I was so fanatically obsessed with seeing Alyssa Milano's nipple that I literally spent like 30 minutes or an hour with a tiny boner just trying to hit pause at the right moment.
I like that you were truthful about the tininess.
And I didn't realize it till later down the road when I seen the episode as an adult that I found out that, first off, Alyssa Milano in the show was way too young to have been in a scene where she was topless, and it was another girl. But as young 13 or 14-year-old Mike knew he was going to be able to get that pause button right at the right second.
So, I know we took a ride down the 1990s. Mike is officially mush, but what Mike just did is take us through his 1990 spank bank. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, and now we're down to like one viewer. No, just so. With that being said, yeah, Mike, thank you for sharing that. But I do feel that one of the best all-time topless scenes was Denise Richards and Nev Campbell, even though Nev Campbell didn't get naked in Wild Things. And I too paused the VHS to catch the nipple at the right spot.
See?
Because guess what? Internet was so slow back then. The VHS was still a viable option.
It was.
Yep.
Also, at the same time, how great was it when we were younger, late at night, just to watch the Girls Gone Wild commercials to just get you going?
Just to get you, wow. Mike sounds like he's preparing for a gangbang. Just to get you going. He's like, I need someone to fluff me. So, you know what? We're 40, so kids that are in their 20s, mid-teens, they don't know the struggle. See, you don't know, what you don't realize is that all your dads are fucking perverts. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when we were younger, we would find our dad's porn stash, and it would be like, it was almost colored like it was a road vest or a vest that a worker would wear. Bright fucking red, white, green, and you're like, yep, that's a porn tape for Puff the Magic Dragon. I know it's not Puff, so I know it's porn. And see, you'll never know. So your dad probably has like 32 like gigabytes of fucking porn stored on his Galaxy or his fucking iPhone, and you have no idea that he's jacking off and work in a stall next to Mike.
What? What?
Yeah. Mike's got a glory hole going at work he doesn't even know about. No. You did ask that last week. But, I mean, that is kind of screwed up, though. So, yeah, I know you guys think that your dads aren't perverts, but if you're listening to the show, I just like to let you know they are. They spawned you. And you guys are probably looking at the same porn. You guys are probably using the same network at home and type in the search in Google, and it's finishing it for you. You're like, well, that's convenient. It's probably because you're both going to the same Pornhub website. They should come. They should have like a family shared porn tab or something in there. You know, like how Apple has. Like you can share music.
I bet you some way, somehow, there is a porn site out there that has the family tab where you can.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was a loud one.
Apparently, we have a new loud one that we're going to test out every week. You just raised the bar.
Yep. Yeah, I hope not. So I mean, because for me, that would be awkward, and I would never do it. But what you guys will never get the pleasure of, though, is if you found your dad's porn stash and it was the 90s, what you could do is, if you didn't have it rewound all the way to the beginning, and he had it set at a certain part, you put it in, you fast forward it or rewind it about 5 minutes, and he'll be looking in there like, I don't remember leaving it on this part. It took me 10 minutes to get to that nipple.
Have you ever turned on your DVD player back in the day or VHS when you were living with a girl and you just happened to turn it on and you didn't realize that she left the porn in there, and you get to see exactly at what point she turned it off?
Never happened to me.
That has happened to me.
Crazy.
Why am I not surprised?
And the scene it was on was horrific.
Oh, no.
Was it a donkey show?
It was the most close-up anal you've ever seen.
Like you saw the pimple on the wrinkle of the butthole.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, yep, we're down to 3 viewers. Okay. On that note, so speaking of 90s and stuff, Blossom, Mayim Bialik, is going to be one of the new hosts of Jeopardy, they say. I used to think she was hot back in the day. Not so much. But, you know, I still date her. She hot? No. In like a geeky kind of way. So.
Who? Mayim Bialik?
Yeah.
Oh, she's super hot.
I knew you would think you'd be into her.
The scene in
how old is Mayim Bialik? Take a guess.
Big Bang Theory, where Sheldon actually spanks her, is super hot.
How old? She's single, by the way. How old is
Mayim?
She? Yeah.
40?
45.
See?
Yep. She is divorced. Doesn't mean she's single, but she's divorced. So Yep. Anyway, she's going to be the host, and some other guy, wasn't notable to me, is going to be the co-host too. They're going to do like 2 people. So, I don't know. I'm not a big Jeopardy guy. My father was, but I know some people love Jeopardy, watch it every night. Not this guy, but it is of note since Mike was going through his bank bag catalog from the 90s. And 6 from Blossom had a donkey on her.
Wow.
Remember? She had a big ass.
Oh, I thought you meant an actual donkey.
No. That's one of those slang terms you're not hip on, Mike.
I'm not on fleek. I'm not jiggy with it. Don't even get to use the word psych anymore.
Psych.
That's an oldie.
Is it an oldie?
I think so.
Would you guys believe me if I told you that Jamie was wearing British Knights right now? Some people are like, what the fuck is a British Knight? They're making a comeback, guys.
Uh-huh. I own 2 pair.
2 pair.
Yep.
Not 1, but 2.
I have 2.
So I saw 90s clothes were making a comeback. Like for some people were saying like the Jenko jeans and the fucking like people were posting online saying that I'm going to be able to wear my 90s clothes again, and like ripped jeans above the knee, big wide fucking, they're not bell bottoms but the Jenko jeans. By the way, I think right now if you wear Jenko jeans and when they were popular, you were a pristine asshole and you look like an idiot wearing those pants. And I'm sorry if you felt cool, that's cool, but I still think you look like a jerk off. Mike,
jerk off if you wore what?
Jenko pants. How many did you own, Mike?
Lots.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Let me guess. You wore them when you went to an ICP show.
Yeah, I was about to say Juggalo, punk rock, and underground rap. Of course, I wore Jenko jeans.
Nice. They were definitely something I wouldn't bring back.
Why?
Can you fit in your Jenko jeans though?
What is wrong with Jenko jeans?
They look like denim muumuus. I mean, what is wrong with them? Is that a recent picture?
They fit right over the shoes.
I mean, they're great for shoplifting, I guess.
They were perfect, dude.
For shoplifting?
Bring them back. They were very comfy. You had a lot of space down there.
Yeah, because you had a whole dress.
You could smuggle a couple of bottles, a couple of 40s.
Nice. You're hiding the Steel Reserve in your Jenkos.
I don't know why you're hating.
I'm not hating. I think they look horrendous. Horrendous.
They were perfect. Great for up the pant leg handies.
I mean, so you would have to roll it up because there's so much material, and then jerk someone. Why don't you just take your fucking pants off?
Be faster.
Unzip it from the top. I know your Johnson's not hitting your ankle.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna,
You're assuming a lot tonight, sir.
If I'm a safe man, or if I'm a betting man, I feel like it's a safe bet to say that Johnson's not hitting your ankles naturally. If you want to get some weird artificial insemination or whatever, you can do that. But speaking of weird, I don't know if it's weird, but you did hear that Philly to require masks indoors unless businesses check vaccine cards. That's starting today. I was reading in the paper. I was channeling my grandfather when I was reading the paper. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have so many different feelings on this. I'm really not going to, jump on it forever. But, I mean, I don't know. If I'm a business, that puts you in a precarious position. And businesses weren't testing for other diseases before. I know this is a different thing. But you're definitely going to cut out a slice of your customer base, And I don't know if I would say, if I was a business, I would say, well, you have to have you have to be vaccinated to come in here, or you have to have a mask. If you're not vaccinated, would probably be as far as I go if I went that far. I don't know if I would, but for a place to say we're only serving people that are vaccinated, I don't know if that's correct. I wouldn't agree with that. I do understand people trying to take the measures to get more people vaccinated. I just don't think that's going to make it work.
I'm 100% in the camp of show your vaccination card or you don't get to do shit.
Well, big surprise from the non-tipper. but
fuck a tip.
Yeah, just a tip. Mike only likes the tip when it's coming from behind, but I mean, that may be. You never heard that one before? So, looking at the paper, and it was kind of nostalgic reading the paper. Remember, this was free, by the way. Remember this? Remember these things? This used to be the preferred bathroom reading.
They weren't. Newspapers weren't free. You had to subscribe, or you had to pay like 10 cents.
The Metro was always free. I'm pretty sure it was, and it is now. But remember, that was the preferred. That was the preferred reading. You would read anything back in the day before the cell phone. You would read the back of a shampoo bottle, a paper.
I have breaking news.
What's that?
Breaking news. I think we discussed this. Didn't you bring up at one point Britney Spears? And you had a whole break on Britney Spears.
No. But let's. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah,
you did. Yeah, you did.
What's up with Britney
I love
Spears?
how he's like, no, not me.
No.
We were. Me and Jamie were back here horrified that you were doing it too, but you did it.
Yes.
So we have to have an update. So update just released CNN.com. Jamie Spears says he intends to step down as conservator of Britney Spears.
Well, he already made his money.
The Free Britney movement has prevailed.
How are they going to celebrate tonight? Are they going to make a Paxil milkshake?
I think what to bring on the okay.
I mean, I support her being able to be free from it. It sounded like they were taking her money or using her or exploiting her, but I could be wrong. But from what I heard, I mean, good for her.
Yeah. So I just want to give you that update. I mean, I feel like the Taking It Deep audience deserved an update, and now they have it.
They did deserve an update.
Thank you.
Yeah, they did. So now they don't have it, or they did. So yeah,
I love that. I do love how Godfrey looks over. He goes, "No, I didn't.
I didn't." Batista. Well, anyway, that's our new censor thing. That's what I'm going to do from now on when I want to censor people. Remember that? Didn't they used to have that in radio?
Yep.
They still do.
Do they? But you don't hear that. They just dump it, and you're like,
no,
what?
they could dump it, but if they want to play it where it's kind of like shocking, they'll leave in the curse, and they'll leave in the first syllable and last syllable and bleep in the middle. Just so you know what they said. They still do it.
Really?
Absolutely.
I feel like I need a breaking news sound effect for when you do that. Like I feel like we really gypped the audience of.
We did. We absolutely did. We did not tip the audience.
Yeah. So here we go. We got one right here. Ready? Ready? Are you guys ready?
I'm actually just pooped myself waiting.
Can't hear it. Too much?
That was good. Without the beeping, though. The beeping was too much.
What about
I love live on the air producing.
We interrupt what you're watching.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got a few good
right
ones.
now to bring you this exciting story. Your cell phone.
All right, that app's annoying. Bye. All right. Like fuck the iPad. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. Just it's everything's difficult. You get 90 ads when you open up. I don't know. I'd rather pay for no ads. Have any of you ever paid for an app, and because you just were tired of the ads? I've done it a couple times.
Nope.
I will never pay just to get rid of ads. Never.
But I bet you've paid for add-ons in games that were mobile.
No.
Nope.
You've never done that?
Nope.
Clash of Clans done that shit?
No.
So you don't game, and you've never paid for add-ons in any game?
Never. No. I wouldn't say I haven't paid for add-ons because it depends on what your definition of an add-on is. If there's an expansion pack or extra added bonus or like a battle pass, yeah, I've paid for that kind of stuff in game, which gives you extra content as you level through that game. But like just paying to progress faster or to gain more money in a mobile game, no.
So we're going to show a little TikTok here. I'm going to do a quick right turn. Mike, pull up that video I sent you. TikTok provides a lot of enjoyment, especially on the pooper for Mike. But I enjoy TikTok. Think it's funny. And this one was kind of viral. I don't know if you...
what you sent me doesn't have a video on it.
Really?
Let me see if I can find it. It might be deep within. Let me dive deep.
Let's have him dive deep.
All right, so I gotta find. Yep, nope.
Well, my recommendation would be use the Google, and we'll circle back to that.
I was gonna say it has a link for the second and third video.
Yeah, this shit was like Dirty Dancing type shit. I was like, okay, so you're gonna say you're doing this, but there's no relationship there. Like, what if like Woody Allen was around in the time of social media, or certain things that happened back in the day and social media was around? Man, it would have been a shitstorm. So, you get 2 papers delivered to your house every day, Brad? Like, are they free? I get a paper delivered to my house every day. I don't know if this happens to anyone. Do you have the fucking? It's like the coupon flyer. The fucking van flies by and they throw it right on your lawn.
Oh wait, I found the video.
Did you?
Is it the one where the nanny's picking up the dad?
Isn't it vice versa?
No.
Isn't she wearing a pink shirt?
She's wearing a pink shirt, but she picks him up.
Okay, we'll play that one anyway.
Oh, so it goes. Okay.
Oh, it goes further.
Doobie mix thing.
Go for it.
Go ahead. Okay.
Doobie, is that is it voice command now?
Yeah, without realizing. You have to jump. Yeah, dive.
Just dive.
Dive.
Just watch your head.
I don't even know how to dive. Andrew, not under her armpit.
Where? Oh, under
around her like belly.
Torso. All right.
So this is sanctioned by the wife.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He's got to grab her lower.
Go lower with your hands.
I'll push you up.
Yes, exactly.
Do the Trump.
We did it! No, you didn't. You have to put your feet out behind you. Yeah, I got excited. I was kicking you nuts.
This goes on forever.
All right.
So what is the problem here?
Oh, that was good. Except you just straddled him.
Wow, straddling.
One dad comes home before the nanny leaves. This is what happens.
Wow. So this is why it's relevant. I will not apologize to my audience. So a TikTok of a 23-year-old nanny dancing with her male employer has gone viral. The video, which has 7.2 million views, is being called inappropriate and flirty by the commenters. Nanny Lizzie Norton and a couple who employ her have denied any impropriety.
Wait. You know what? That was such a long one. Here we go. Now, ready? Let's watch this one more time. I'm sorry. Obviously, I did not pre-screen this.
It has to be rehashed.
It has to be rehashed.
Godfrey Field Show prep.
But we're going to... He really does. So right here, after she does the pick him up, this is where it gets weird.
Oh, you!
With the baby. No. Right here.
Watch those hands.
Oh, my God!
Oh.
You sucked your boobs. I've never done that before.
Now trying dirty dancing move.
Oh, okay. Yep.
He felt her boob in the first one.
There is definitely some boob feels going on right there.
But it goes with what he was doing. It wasn't like he was intentionally copying a feel.
If you slow it down enough, you can hear him whispering like, "My wife goes to work at 8 p.m. I'll give you a ride home tonight." Yeah. Or what time are you done college? When does your last class end?
So there's been a lot worse that I've seen. That was all that was goofing around, playing around with the nanny that they probably are friends with, and yeah, he accidentally copped a feel, and they're making him more than what he should have.
I think people should let people live. What if they're just having a threesome? What's wrong with swinging?
It depends on how
little
old
menage
she is.
a trois.
Yeah.
I mean, she's 23.
Oh, if she's 23, then who gives a fuck? Let them do what they want to do.
But a nanny, she has denied speculation of an inappropriate relationship with her male employer after a TikTok video of the two of them reenacting a scene from Dirty Dancing went viral, which, that's what I said. Didn't know they were reacting it, but it's pretty obvious. The TikTok video, which posted on August 3rd, shows Lizzie Norton, a 23-year-old nanny, and Andrew, a father of two, take turns of lifting each other up and wrapping their arms around each other in the imitation of the final dance from Dirty Dancing. Andrew's wife, Rachel, can be heard giggling in the background while filming the video at one point. Rachel will be heard saying, "You thumbed her boobs."
True.
Interesting. Was it an intentional thumb?
I would say not.
No?
No.
It wasn't like
it was
when a girl
intentional-
when a girl is crowd surfing and you accidentally grab a handful of her ass when you push her throat.
I think his lady would know if it was intentional.
Well, the video initially went viral on Rachel's TikTok account, where she posts content about her husband, 2 children, and nanny under the handle Rapo3. Weird. She has about 95,000 followers. I'm getting on TikTok. That's fucking it. I got more to bring to the table than this bullshit.
That's what did it for you?
Yep. I'm on there. I'm watching
up?
it, but I need to start producing content. I mean, fuck you, Jack Black. But anyway.
Who are you gonna start lifting up? You want to lift up Jamie in the
No.
toxic green room?
I'm gonna go the Yokozuna challenge, and I'm gonna try to get the biggest and heaviest and lift them up and have them run at me.
Like a bowling ball?
Sorta, yeah. Girls, guys, it doesn't matter.
It's more like a wrecking ball.
Yeah. So it was also reposted by an account called The Best Loved Nanny, which offers advice and discussion points for aspiring nannies, where it has been viewed 5.3 million times. Michelle Garza, the person behind the Best Loved Nanny account, said in a second video responded to the clip that it was important for nannies to model healthy behavior with their employers. With the video, I don't think that anything has actually gone wrong. I just don't think it has started to blur the lines, she says in the post. So I just think it has started to blur the lines, rather. So, was that inappropriate?
I thought you were going to answer it. No, I don't think it was inappropriate.
Let me ask myself a question. Was that inappropriate? Okay.
That's what I thought you were doing.
I think it definitely blurs the lines. I agree with her. And, I don't know. I think touch is very intimate, and he thumbed her boob. So that was by accident. But
I mean, their little toddler is there. The wife is there.
They're drinking boxes of wine. Come get some Jesus juice.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay. I see a future dove fucking scene coming up, but that's just me. I don't know. So maybe the dad was just being a simp.
There you go. Wrap it around.
You like that, don't you?
Full circle.
Full circle.
It's like the circle of Godfrey.
The circle of Godfrey. Also known the circle of death.
There you go. No. You got a title for the show.
Is that what that's going to be?
The circle of Godfrey.
So there is a lot of... So back to this mask mandate, there's going to be a lot of events happening. And I don't know how to feel about it, but do we feel like an event where people are defiantly not vaccinated a bad thing? Like Sturgis, for example. Jamie, you know about Sturgis. You got that hat from there. So, I mean, I can't... 38 special, baby. Coming on right after the show, in between that and Philadelphia. But I mean, Sturgis, they're saying that could be a super spreader event, huh? I mean, is that something people should... I mean, sports events are still happening.
Any event where you crowd a bunch of people in, Lollapalooza, Sturgis, wrestling events, concerts could technically and possibly be, quote, super spreader events. But I'm at the stage right now with all this shit that... Other than the kids, I agree. We got to be careful with the kids and schooling and all that kind of shit. But as far as adults go, you made your choice. I made my choice. Survival of the fittest, motherfucker.
Live with it.
Yeah, but that still could affect people indirectly.
Don't care.
Don't care.
We by this time, this many months into having a vaccine, I walked in the Walmart and they basically threw a vaccine at me.
They threw it at you.
They basically threw it at me. I wasn't even there for one. The lady's like, do you want one? We have a bunch of them. Come on. We're giving them out for free. Like, at this stage, if you haven't gotten one, for whatever reason, you have made that choice.
I don't have all the answers. I just know that I stayed at a Motel 6 last week.
There you go.
Yep.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. No, but I will tell you that the mask mandate, however, is... I don't know. Do we think that's going to work, though? Is that going to produce the desired result? The result here is we want more people to get vaccinated. I mean, most people do. Some people don't. Is that going to really work?
I don't think it is. You've already taken, you've already given back what you took away. You can't to take it away again. You're now just upsetting. You're upsetting both sides now, not just one. People are too fed up, too over. It's just too much. I'm so fed up. I'm sitting here going, nah, we're vaccinated. If you're not, fuck off. Like, I wasn't always like that.
If this happened in 1999, this whole pandemic,
then we would be singing Prince.
Okay, cool. That too. But would more people be vaccinated?
Thank you, JB.
Yeah. I knew what it was. I chose to ride roughshod over it. So
I know. That's why I'm thanking JB
Yeah.
for pausing and appreciating.
So in 1999, would this have been a bigger issue? I think with so.
I think so, because I mean, and I don't know if this is true. I really just glanced over it, but I've seen that with other pandemics, with other vaccinations on this level, that there's always been a portion of the country or society or whatever that rises up against it. So I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be this bad, but it would be there.
By the way, for my warriors on Google, CDC recommends pregnant women get COVID-19 vaccine. Just some.
I thought you were saying it recommends they get COVID-19. Okay, thank you for
that
clarifying.
That too. So,
excuse me, miss, are you pregnant?
Yeah. So,
thank you, JB.
I mean, in my office that I go into in Center City, I have to wear a mask in common areas. I just feel like it kind of sucks, but I mean, man, I just hope it doesn't deepen the class divide here, and that's what I'm worried about.
I've started wearing again at my job, even though they don't mandate it at my work. I've started wearing it again because there's been multiple positive COVID accounts, and it's starting to ramp its way back around this area, and so I started wearing one again at work, even though I'm vaccinated. You motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well, no one ever said it makes you 100% immune. I know people thought that.
It doesn't make you 100% immune, but it does, even if you get it.
What does that even mean? What you just said right now?
What do you mean?
It does if you get it?
No, it doesn't. You're not 100% immune, but also if you do get it, the symptoms that you get are in no way, shape, or form as harsh as you would have gotten them.
Yeah.
Notice how he rephrased that.
Yeah, that needed rephrasing desperately. Did it not?
I'm drunk.
Are you?
Yeah.
Or what are you drinking over there?
Lots of whiskey.
Larva piss?
And you're not sharing?
It's already gone.
What kind of whiskey? Is it peanut ball whiskey?
It was butt whiskey.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, you store it.
Butt whiskey.
Oh,
also known as doers. Or, ugh. I mean, Mike,
Thank you to our sponsor, Doers. We appreciate every ounce of support you give us.
If you want to drink whiskey, get drunk, and feel like you're eating ass, there you go.
That's actually a good selling point.
You know, I
you
heard,
want to feel like you're eating ass.
I heard they're going to be eating ass on one of our Saturday shows called Bleeding Edge. What is that, 4 to 5 p.m.?
I'm out of that one.
What? Butt Pirates? No, I was messing with Dave about that. What brought that whole conversation up in Butt Pirates and people eating ass?
You with a crave case.
Oh, the crave case.
Yes.
Yeah, eating White Castle is not like eating ass. I'm not a big booty eater. Mike is. So, but I'm not. But a crave case, we might try to challenge Mike to do this, but I don't want to hurt him. 30 burgers in one shot.
Now, are these regular burgers like full size, or are they the little sliders?
They're the sliders. That's White Castle, yeah. I mean, but don't let it fool you. The crave case has taken many down. I mean, people get it that aren't gluttons, they get it to share with other people, not eat by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mike will want to eat it all by himself, and he's going to do it if we do it fresh. But I think what we need to have Mike do first, which would be more entertaining for the audience, really, is there's this thing that I wanted to share with everybody, and I'm going to send to Mike while he brings this up. We want to have Mike do what we call the Tube of Terror. Mike, show him what the Tube of Terror is. A quick little Google will help you out on that. The Tube of Terror.
Where are you going with this?
Oh, he's going to eat it. You don't know about the Tube of Terror?
No.
Oh. It is probably the hottest thing that would ever been in Mike's mouth. Don't want to say the largest thing, but definitely the hottest. I mean, it's pretty hot. The Tube of Terror, they said it's, let's see. I'm going to give you the stats on it.
Death Nut Challenge.
Tube of Terror Death Nuts. Yep. Carolina Reaper Peanut. Death Nuts. Are you ready for the challenge, Mike?
My butthole just puckered you talking about it.
You think it's that crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be insane, especially with Peanuts and Carolina Reaper. That does not sound like a good combination.
What were the ones that we had a couple weeks back? They weren't Reapers, were they?
They were, but they're like fake. Like this is real. That's like flavoring with a little bit of heatness. This is the real deal.
Yeah, well, this is so. And if we get this, and I'm only going to get this if I could find this other thing that Mike's about to share with you that I'm sending to him in a message. He has to wash it down with this as well. I don't know if this is real. I've been searching for it. It's called Pilk. It's called pickle milk. That's right. And it's dill milk. I don't know if that shit's real. I feel like, is it photoshopped? I haven't really done a thorough search for it, but it's in a. I feel like, can that be real? Doesn't that look fucking disgusting? Mike, would you be into that?
Actually, it sounds pretty good.
You think that's delicious?
Yeah.
Thank God we have you. So I want to know what it tastes like, but I don't want to taste it, and I'm gonna have Mike taste it. So if you know someone out there that has pickle milk, not from their own pickle, you let me know, and we will get it on this show. On that note, we're going to end things on the high note. And thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking it deep. And if you didn't catch the full show and you feel like you missed out, you can go to Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, you name it. Google Taking It Deep. You can find us. The Godfrey, TheGodfrey, Twitter, Instagram, Taking It Deep with The Godfrey on Facebook, and of course on ToxicRadio.net and the app, soon to work on Android. Don't know if it has or not. I haven't really tried it. You can get all the past episodes of my show and all of our great shows on this station. And with that being said, this is The Godfrey, not saying goodbye, just saying take it deep.